let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Out on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. Sam Hauser is out there with White. And it's George in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Daniels out there with McCollum, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 3 slot. Stan, you and I were just talking. The scorekeepers are going to be busy tonight trying to keep up with all the back and forth. 2 powerhouse offenses going at it head-to-head tonight.
You got that right, Kevin. One very important focal point to call out, transition. You know you're going to get scored on, but you got to push the ball back the other way and find some easy buckets of your own on the right. Well, no doubt, McCollum is dangerous from distance.
And White kicks to Tatum. Tatum setting the pick for George. That 3 off the mark. Johnson outside. McCollum with the screen on George. Johnson's shot is off. And so White will bring it up for Boston. It's a 3-point game. And George kicks to White. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. Johnson sets the screen for McCollum. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. George dishes to Tatum. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still.
And it's a great finish!
Oh my. Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Right the pass to Kata. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Tatum. 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Yeah, McCollum is so good at putting his head down and getting where he wants to go.
And last year, coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment. But they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward positions. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Kata. Count the basket.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. Again, McCollum missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Hauser. Daniels against White. The 3 from George. Okongwu grabs the board. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Count it. McCollum's got 7 points.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Johnson with a screen on White. And George hits the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On defense, Boston. Johnson finds Daniel. Back to Johnson. And here's McCollum for three. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hawks. Tatum passes to Keita. Outside White. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
3 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And White kicks to Tatum. Pass to White from the arc. Rebounded by McCollum.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
Celtics trail by 3. George with the ball. Okongwu covering. George, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Johnson. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game. Pritchard, he's checked in for Sam Hauser. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Atlanta leading by 3. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target with his 3. The Celtics have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. White dishes to Tatum. Over in the corner, Pritchard. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the Celtics good for 2. Hawks have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Johnson. The 3. The rebound by Keita. Keita's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by McCollum. Now, Alexander Walker. Back to McCollum. Okongwu with the screen for McCollum. Buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got 13.
Well, when he finds his flow, McCollum can be a thorn in the side of the defense with how he can play.
Pass to Pritchard. The tray. Rebound, Atlanta. Now McCollum. He's got 13. Johnson outside. Now Alexander Walker. Guarded by Tatum. Alexander Walker passes to McCollum.
A crafty and thoughtful scorer. McCollum knows how to draw the defense in and earn that whistle.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
Free throw good, McCollum. And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
And so McCollum nails both of them. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
And most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Here's Tatum, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
The pure skill and agility of Tatum on full display. To be able to beat the foul and still get his bucket.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
And Greg, with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being, perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
Pritchard up top. He has 5. Pass to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room, and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
Here's McCollum. And he finishes nicely on the layup. McCollum's got 17.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here's Tatum for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. With some arc. Tatum with it. 10 points for him. From outside the arc. Tatum with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Okongwu slams it in.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Pritchard. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 7 points in the game.
Now that was pretty. A beautiful move to set up that jump shot.
Cullen passes to Okongwu. Pass to Johnson. Dort with a screen for Johnson. Launches it. Drops in the tray. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Well, that's the right play. Passing up his own shot for a better one.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Atlanta making some changes. Rob Glandale's checked in for Okongwu. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Johnson. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McCollum. Paul George is checked in for the Celtics. Here's Robinson. No scoring in this one. Pritchard from outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Kevin?
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Pass to Robinson. And here's George. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. Measuring the shot before receiving the pass, you can't guard that.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Outside, Dort, just 4 to shoot. Wiggins from outside, and the Hawks with another 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And it's George finishing it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Alexander Walker. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. He'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Aaron Wiggins is out there with Jock Landale. Then it's Lou Dort. Here's Pritchard. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing here by 8. Pass to George. Here's Gonzalez. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
The baseline J. It's hauled in by Paul George. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Gonzalez. Now Pritchard. 7 points in the game. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pass to Alexander Walker. And the 3 off target. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Robinson throws it down.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So, Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball?
I think there's 2 things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys because, look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Puts it up from 12, and that one, good. Daniels has got his second bucket.
And for Daniels, that's a comfortable range for him. And he's big enough that he can shoot over the top of the defense.
Pass to Pritchard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Atlanta leading by 4. for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Back to Dort. Lays it up off the glass. Dort's got his first bucket in this one.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. McCollum's checked in for the Hawks. Boston also with the sub. Tatum's checked in. Here's George. 7 points in the game. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Solid play there from PG. Absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one.
Celtics have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
That free throw good from George. Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
On the clock, here's Alexander Walker. Robinson pulls it in.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pritchard against Daniel. To the middle, Paul George with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Pass to Tatum. With the step back, Pritchard misses in close. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Wiggins, guarded by Tatum. Wiggins against Tatum. Wiggins kicks to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. McCollum's got 19 points.
Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
Down low, here's Robinson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Boston shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Derek White's checked in for Boston. That one drops. He ties it up. Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling. Well, McCollum wasted no time when he has a window.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. And Tatum slams it home.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pass to Wiggins. McCollum outside. Lets it go from deep. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Celtics have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Johnson is checked in for Wiggins. And a change for the Celtics. Kate is checked in. The Hawks trail by 3. Johnson, the pass to Landale. Alexander Walker on the wing. Outside Daniel. Pass to Landale. And here's McCollum for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Hawks. Celtics shooting impressively throughout at 62%. White looking around. The 3 from Tatum. Rebound by the Hawks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. George with the ball. And Daniels picks him up defensively. Here's Tatum. Tatum with the finish and a beautiful break.
I'll tell you, with those long strides, Tatum gets up court in a hurry.
Got a piece of it. White, good.
Derek White.
And it's a 4-point Celtic lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And let's also give them some credit for running the pick so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Tatum slips by the contact inside.
Well, with his dribble moves, Tatum will get where he needs to go, and he's an outstanding finisher.
And here is Johnson. He's got 5. Pass to Landale. On the wing, Daniels. Pocket 4. Puts it up from 12. Kicks it out to McCollum. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
And that one's good. Daniels.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Cato. Outside, George. Now here's Tatum. Covered by Johnson. Tatum down low. Johnson on him. Johnson with the block. And he's able to get it back. A 3 from McCollum. And Boston with the rebound. George looking over the floor. Pritchard from outside.
Second personal foul.
Hawks making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. Atlanta has gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Alexander Walker with the ball. Daniels finds Alexander Walker. Now, here's Okongwu. Lock at 6. Here's McCollum. The rebound by Cato. Keita's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the drive. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Here's Alexander Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Alexander Walker's got his second basket of the game.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Tatum draws the double. Pritchard with a wide open look. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Then Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you, Kevin.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allen. And he gets the bucket. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Tatum down low. Defended by Alexander Walker. And it's White missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Back to McCollum. Lets it go with a 3. And Boston with the rebound. Keita's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tatum down low. Inside, Tatum finds the deuce.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
And so it's Atlanta with their lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll return shortly. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Tatum. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Keita. Sam Hauser is out there with Derek White, and it's George in at the 3 spot. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
Here's Johnson. Driving the... Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. It's White on the wing. Pass to Keita. Outside Tatum. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
Oh, boy. Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
Kicks it out to McCollum. And here is Okongwu. Okongwu with a screen on Tatum. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Back to Tatum. Inside, Keita, marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
There's no argument that Tatum's at his best when he's distributing.
McCollum outside. Johnson sends the screen for McCollum to the inside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. Celtics trail by 3. Outside, White. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White. 23 points for Jason Tatum.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Daniels against White. Johnson dishes to Okongwu. 5 to shoot. Lobbed up there for Johnson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
White bounce pass from deep. George makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
Johnson sends the screen for McCollum. The shake, and Okongwu has it in the corner. Okongwu with the screen on Tatum. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's George. And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Trains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 35 in the game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Tatum on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Tatum against Johnson. Tatum down low. 23 points in the game, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, that's just great awareness on the part of Jason Tatum. He knew he had very little time.
McCollum outside. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Good on the three-point shot. George has got 20.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Okongwu. Now, Alexander Walker. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hauser the pass to Keita for the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. Keita's got 6 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside, White. And here's Tatum for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And look, when Tatum is running the pick and roll, the majority of the time, he's looking to score.
Pass to Johnson. And here is Okongwu. He has 6. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, McCollum is never afraid to get competitive at the arc.
Boston's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lining it up here. The 3 from Tatum. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Daniels against White, takes the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
George passes to Tatum. A three-pointer off the mark. Atlanta shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is, he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to McCollum. Shoots over Hauser. The rebound by Keita. Keita's got 8 rebounds in this game. Hauser. That ball, nice feed that time from George. And now it's a 3-point Boston lead. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Johnson the screen. Launches a 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Celtics leading by 3. In the corner, George with it. Outside, White. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
White, a screen on Johnson. Tatum kicks to White. Off target from outside.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Johnson sets the screen for McCollum. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. And then Johnson with the jam.
He's more than capable of running an offense. McCollum is a combo guard who you trust with the ball.
Pritchard with the ball. He has 7. Celtics passing it around. With the fadeaway. That one drops for him.
Assist goes to
Tatum's got 30.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
Now, here's Okongwu. 8 points for him. And a wide open look for McCollum, and a miss there on the triple. Celtics leading by 4. Pass to Pritchard. And the basket is good. Pritchard's got 9 points.
You love how Tatum gets others involved. He doesn't want to do it all by himself out there.
Alexander Walker on the wing. McCollum outside. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. McCollum's got 45 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
11 feet away, and it's off the back rim. No good. The Hawks trail by 3. Pass to Alexander Walker. And it's McCollum in the corner. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside Robinson. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, there's a high percentage look for Tatum. The defense did what it could.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Good on the 2nd free throw. 17 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Alexander Walker. There's the triple. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Lou Dort out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Daniels. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's McCollum in at the 2. Now Pritchard. Pass to George. Fires for 3. Here's Shireman. Right side Gonzalez. Just 5 to shoot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
The Hawks trailing. And here's Daniels. Outside, Dort. Back to Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wiggins. Over George. And it's Wiggins missing.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Now Pritchard. The 3 ball. Cans it from downtown. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And George hits the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Pritchard. Count it. Good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pritchard finds George. Now here's Gonzalez. And it's off from three-point range. Outside, Dort. Back to McCollum. To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he's a crafty combo guard. You gotta love seeing McCollum play the role of distributor there.
Wiggins against George. Pass to Gonzalez. Takes a 3. And they'll get another chance. Wiggins against George. 6 to shoot. Moves back up. Rebound, Atlanta. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Over in the corner, George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Pritchard passes to George. Pass to Sharman. Now Pritchard. Robinson sets a screen for George. Keeps it alive. And Robinson is right there. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Look, when you don't put a body on him, he makes things happen.
Daniels against Pritchard. Outside, Dort. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. And a change for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Gonzalez. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Dort against George. Fades and shoots, and that one drops for him. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
To the paint, here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Outside Tatum. George against Dort. George in the post. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. George has got 24 points.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Pass to McCollum. This one for 3. He is hauled in by Paul George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over McCollum, and it's Boston with another.
Just devastating. George making it look easy with that move.
Outside, Dort. Daniels passes to Wiggins. And here's McCollum. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. McCollum's got 47 points. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They lead by 1. Pass to Robinson. Here's George. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. He's got 29 points.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
McCollum outside. And again, it's Atlanta.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And it's good, 2 points.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Dort kicks to McCollum. Back to Dort. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Okongwu. Robinson with the block. And he stays with it. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Pritchard against Daniel. To the wing on the left. Shireman can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wiggins finds Dort. Daniels with it. McCollum outside to take the lead. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pritchard against Daniel. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Pritchard against Daniel. McCollum outside. No good from outside. The Celtics have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Outside Daniel. Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. And it's Wiggins missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. And stolen by Okongwu. Wiggins dishes to McCollum. Connects again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Alexander Walker comes in for Dort. Boston making a switch here. They lead by 1. Now White. Now here's Tatum. 5 on the clock. Tatum willing it to go.
Well, you know who their number one option is when they need a big bucket, and Tatum rarely disappoints.
Johnson sets the screen for McCollum. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Tatum.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now McCollum. Johnson fires. Off target from outside.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
McCollum. The three doesn't go. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tighter.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now White. Tatum on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Tatum looking around. Shoots the three. Three. Good.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 10. Johnson against Tatum. Puts it right back up and in. And here's Boston. They're on a 15-6 run. White. Oh, good on the layup.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
So we see Boston get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what we want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Thank you. I'm here with Jason Tatum. And Jason, congratulations on the win. What did you like about this team's performance tonight?
Our toughness. And, you know, we figuring it out. It's early, but we taking it game by game, quarter by quarter, and everybody contributing. So, you know, I liked it.
Thanks, Jason.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now we present the player of the game, Jason Tatum.